Hello, everyone. How you doing? Welcome back. This is the next installment, and we're going to delve more into the battle within and how to win it. Hopefully, in the last couple of videos, you've done the homework assignments, for lack of better terms, to help start to construct who you are and where you're going to go and how you can identify your strengths and weaknesses. You'll also find that during this process, you're going to start to develop and reestablish and reignite your relationship with your character. A lot of times that gets lost, and it's with our values as well. Your character is something that is absolutely forgotten the majority of the time in today's world. Again, the reason simply is so much negative things we focus on. We're looking at how to overcome negative situations that we forget who we are. We forget how important it is to establish our home base internally, with our family, and with business relationships. Very, very important. So how do you win the battle within yourself? What are some of the steps you need to take? One of the key factors is, what is it you're trying to win? Okay, you're having the battle you want to win. What is it you want to win? And simply what I mean by that is the prize worth chasing. A lot of times we set things up and we're like, yeah, I really want that. But simply what happens is we start chasing it and we're like, yeah, not so much. I don't want that specific thing. And then we shift, and then we shift, and then we shift. Pretty soon we get very, very confused what it is we're chasing. And we get discouraged. So to beat and to win the battle within yourself, you have to pick something that at the end is going to be what you're chasing. It's going to be what you're after. It's going to take you to fulfill a lot of your dreams and expectations. But you must realize that as you get closer, that's going to get farther away again, which is a very good thing. You want to be chasing it, because if you catch it, then you've got to come up with something new. But as long as it's fluid, and as long as you're aware that you have to change your own mode of operation in order to get that goal, it's going to be a great journey. It's going to be a lot of fun. It will be frustrating, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and decide that the goal you're after is to have a better business relationship on Zoom with everybody. Now, you don't have the physical interactions, as I stated in one of the other videos. So you have to be able to establish a few things that are going to allow you to become a better supervisor, as an example. It's very important in Zoom to listen, because so many people are talking. How many times have you been on these calls and people are over talking each other? Very first thing you need to say to yourself, okay, I want to be a better leader. I want to be a better coach. I want to be a better mentor for my people. The only way I can do that is because the medium has changed. I need to be a better listener. And then I'm not going to ask anything until everybody's quiet, and so they can answer the question. So what is it I need to do in this specific goal to become a better leader, coach, trainer, and mentor that will allow me this freedom? First thing, set the expectation. When you're talking to individuals, you need to let them know, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it. We're going to come up with situations, answers, and solutions. And then at the end, if your questions haven't been answered, at that point, we're going to open it up to roundtable and help each other and interact. If you do not set the expectation, especially on a Zoom call, everybody's going to just be talking. You're going to lose total control because you're not in person. So, just with your own business model that we laid out, the battle within also has to have the same sort of expectations set for your personal relationships. They have to be set for your family relationships. You need to lay out expectations. You need to lay out for everybody the reasons why this is going to be done. You need to let everyone know that this is going to be an open communication, because without the specific information being given to you, you're not going to be able to set the road of success. It's going to be too far away from you. It's going to be something that is unobtainable because you're chasing it with the wrong information. When you want a goal, when you want something, you have to make sure that you're a sponge. And you're going to bring in all this information from those who know and have already accomplished it. See, the battle within isn't exactly doing something different. Successful people do a lot of the same things, and then they do stuff that no one else will do. But they'll pass along all this information they've gathered. And what really starts to make the difference is they're willing to follow through and do what's necessary to achieve, but they have to adjust to achieve whatever their goals are. Many of us get this information, try it, it doesn't work. I don't know why I listened to that in the first place, or I read this and that doesn't work, it's not for me. And we get all these negative excuses that come out. And they come out because it's easy. It comes out because we've always been doing that. If you're going to win the battle within you, then you need to understand that negatives cannot exist anymore. Excuse me. The word can't does not enter your vocabulary. Excuse me. Wouldn't doesn't enter your vocabulary. There are so many words that change what we say to ourselves that if we were just to go ahead and extract a word or two, we've already started winning the battle. Instead of saying, I can't do this X, Y, Z, you change it up by simply saying, I can do it, I just don't understand X, I need to talk to so-and-so for clarity. Then I can do this. If you want to win the battle within yourself, you have to start looking at your vocabulary. You have to start to understand that words define you. They also create how you view yourself. And a lot of times how you view yourself is not something that's true. Because the real you just has been suppressed by all the negative words. Because that's how you've gone ahead and made your avatar. So your self-esteem isn't where it should be. You're not being the individual who you know you could be because you've fallen in line, you've fallen in step with the norm. It doesn't happen if you're going to be successful. There are times where you have to buck the way society goes. We're all individuals. Successful people are not robotic. They take lessons that are taught to them and they move them around so that they are now true to who they are in their thought process, and they can live these things that they've learned. They've discarded everything else that doesn't make sense. So they're not sound bites, they're actually students of knowledge. Are you a student of knowledge? I would hope so, because if you're going to win the battle within yourself, you need to be a student of knowledge. You know, excuse me, what's really important is 99% of us know all of this that I'm telling you. Completely aware of it. But nothing's done because the roadmaps have not been laid out for you. Or if they haven't been real to you. They haven't been something that you believe in, that you can see yourself successful at. And yet, everything you've been exposed to, if you've changed your viewpoint a little when you've started looking at it, it probably is something that mirrors up to you, as long as you understand you do not have to be that perfect, that this knowledge will lead to another aspect of your life and goals, and that everything in our lives are filtered with good and bad information. Seekers of knowledge. Don't be stagnant. If you're stagnant, that's how you cannot win the battle within yourself. Because then your goals are foggy. The words you use will literally hurt you. They will stop your dreams. They will stop your aspirations. They will be cutting. And words can make or break your dreams. I look forward to going ahead and having this conversation in further detail on our next video. Just remember, be so excited for tomorrow. Thanks. Be well.